another Z fighter. However, all the other Z fighters would be so weak that they would just get bodied. So basically, you could just argue that Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo and Monaka would just say screw it and just go in with 4 fighters. So I believe the arc would stay as per normal. Anyways, the only arc that would actually really change is the Goku Black arc, because I believe the present timeline will not be involved in this. Now, we are going to be getting into the Goku Black saga with future Trunks and future Vegeta. Now, with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the Goku Black saga. Future Vegeta and future Trunks and future Maya are out running in a hurry. They seem to be running away from something. The 3 of them find a place to rest for a little bit, enough time for them to give us details about what's happening. Future Vegeta would then say to Trunks, I can't believe we're gonna have to do this, but we're gonna have to go back to the present timeline and ask for help. Trunks would say that'll be a little bit risky because they got to go to Capsule Corp undetected. Mai is just a little confused, but Trunks tries to give her the rundown of the situation. Vegeta would say, screw it, I'll be the decoy, I'll distract him if we get caught. Trunks would try and talk Vegeta out of this, but Vegeta has already made up his mind. Anyways, a large ki blast would come near the area and where they are and explode. Vegeta and Trunks and Mai know that they have to take this chance and run to Capsule Corp. When they go full speed, they don't get close to Capsule Corp, only about halfway there. Vegeta and Trunks would then look at him, get in a fighting stance. He would then reveal the audience that he is Goku Black. Vegeta and Trunks try to 2v1 Goku Black, and it almost works until Black simply overpowers them and just adapts. Vegeta and Trunks would take a brutal beating from Goku Black, and Goku Black was ready to finish off Vegeta, and Vegeta said to Trunks to head to Capsule Corp and forget about him. Trunks is hesitating and struggling to think at this point. Before Black fires his attack, Mai would scream at Black, saying that she's done with him hurting the innocent and that she'll use every last bullet to take Black out. Black is surprised that this filthy mortal would try and threaten him like this. Black would then fire an energy blast at Vegeta's direction, but Black changes the direction of the blast so it goes around Vegeta and Vegeta is safe. But the blast does make a U-turn towards Mai and no one would see it coming. However, right before Mai meets her fate, Trunks would get in front of the blast, sacrificing himself and saving Mai. Goku Black would remark how it's actually pretty impressive that Trunks was able to react to Black's attack in time and save Mai, and that Mai should be grateful. Trunks would then cough up blood, and at that point, Trunks would pass away. Mai begins to break down in tears, seeing her lover just die for her, just like that. She would then say to Trunks how stupid he was, and that she didn't deserve it, he didn't need to do that. But she just begins to cry and cry and cry as Goku Black just starts laughing hysterically, seeing the mortals cry. Vegeta at this point can't even process of what just went down, and at that point, he begins to get up with rage in his eyes. He would then express this rage with a loud roar, and at that point, a blue-yellowish aura would emerge around him, with his pupils being non-existent. He would then say to Black how he already lost everything all those years ago against the androids, and now he lost the one thing that he was protecting, and he swore to give his life to. And because of that, Goku Black will pay. And how the Prince of All Saiyans will avenge his son, and will rise once again, bringing peace to the world. Goku Black would laugh and question Vegeta, what is a prince to a god? Vegeta would rush at Goku Black with everything that he's got, saying, what is a god to a non-believer? And as Vegeta says this, he punches Goku Black successfully, completely blitzing him and overpowering him. He would send Goku Black flying through buildings. However, Goku Black barely manages to recover from this. And Goku Black at this point decides that he's going to use every last ounce of his ki to try and defeat this filthy mortal. And at that point, he would begin to charge up a Super Black Kamehameha. However, as he begins to charge his attack, Vegeta would already appear right in front of him and punch him to the face, not letting Black get a chance to charge up his attack. At this point, Vegeta is just brutally beating Goku Black, and Goku Black can't even get a hit on him. At that point, future Vegeta would then slam Goku Black to the ground, and as this happens, he would fire a final flash, saying to Black that this is for everyone that he's killed, especially for his son Trunks. And as the beam connects to Goku Black, he would then be overpowered and reduced to ash. And at that point, Goku Black would be defeated. Future Mai and future Vegeta would run back to Capsule Corp, addressing to Bulma what happened to Trunks. At that point, Bulma would drop all the pots and pans that she was getting ready to cook some food with, and would cry in Vegeta and Mai's arms. They may have defeated the evil threat,